Alright. Now, one other thing that you could do against this guy... You know, I gotta go up the other side. And I might not have enough MP to pull it off. Oh, he's dead. He doesn't come back. Alright, never mind. I thought he came back, but I guess not. Oh, cool. I have just enough to do Soul Steal. I'll show you Soul Steal in a little bit. Because that is one of the best spells in the game. Now, I don't think this works. Yeah, I don't think you get enough height to be able to clear that. Yeah, so you can't actually do any cheap things to get that one, unfortunately. At least I don't think so. Here we get some Axe Knights. It's alright. Let's go ahead and put the sunglasses back on, because that gives us a little boost to defense. And every little bit counts, and we're not going to be nearly as dependent on the axe for what's coming up. Also, whenever you see a chair in the background, you can always go up to it, press up, and Alucard will sit and take a little rest. Kind of a nice little detail right there. Always love the little things in life. Go ahead and save the game. Fill up on hearts, not that we really need them. Alright, so this is the next boss. And this boss can be kind of tricky. Especially if you're not used to the game. I remember the first time I fought him, he threw me for a loop and actually killed me. This is a doppelganger. And pretty much, he has all the same attacks you do. But the thing that makes him tough is he's fast and he dodges you really well. Like that. He loves to do that, like, backdash. So honestly, the best thing to do is just really try to rush him down. He throws daggers at you. And he can also, at certain points, I believe, turn into a bat. Spoilers. Maybe not. Yep, there he goes. I was trying to think if maybe that was a different Castlevania game. Yeah, so you can see how this guy obviously killed me once in the past. Kind of a jerk. Alright, come on. Oof. I mean, it is kind of an epic fight, though. There we go. Punched him in the face. Taught him a lesson. He should drop a life max up. Because I believe every boss is going to drop one. I don't think any bosses drop heart max ups, though. And for the reward there, we get the Gladius. The Gladius is another short sword, I think. It has a decent attack speed. It actually has some pretty good reach. But we are going to stick with the Jeweled Knuckles. Simply because they're a lot stronger than the Gladius. Alright, and then here is a little bit of a tight jump. Sometimes tough to make. If you fall, pretty much you just have to go back. We're going to fall anyway, so I guess I'll just show you. Pretty much, if you fall, no big deal. Just go back through this room, climb back up. There we go. I want that heart. Especially since we're so low, because I spammed axes during that fight. Even though I was like, I'm not really going to spam the axe during that fight. Oops! Speed this up a little bit. And then you'll see over here there's another elevator, but we can't get into it. We gotta activate it. Alright, perfect. We'll go through that door and just... Do we want to go... Yeah, we'll go through that door now. So this takes us to the long library. You might recognize that enemy right there. It's called a Duran, and it's from Castlevania 4. Actually, no, I think they first appeared in Dracula's Curse. I don't know, I'm going to have to look that up later. I'd be curious to know. So here we go. This is one of the rooms with the flea men that drive me wild. But even then, these little guys are really not much of an issue. like I said, there's a variation of them later that just fills me with rage. These guys are really not so bad. Come over here. Get the bronze Cuirass, which I think is slightly better than the... no, it is exactly the same as the mirror Cuirass. Never mind. So we're going to stick with the mirror Cuirass for now. Although, honestly, when it comes... Oh, cool, we got a new weapon. We got a drop from the Fleamen. Takebitsu. Two-handed bamboo sword. Might as well show how a two-handed weapon works. This one's actually kind of cool because it has its own sprite. All the weapons have, like, pretty much a different tint to the standard sword swipe, but this one you actually see, like, the wooden thing, which is pretty cool. But swing slow, not a fan of it. Takes up both slots. See, now I gotta go and equip my leather shield again. What a pain. So really not a fan of two-handed swords in this game. There is a couple of two-handed weapons I like, though, just for the novelty, and I will show those off. Because they function a little differently, or they have cool special abilities. So I will show you those. But chances are, if I'm going to pick up a two-handed weapon, I'm more than likely not going to use it. Alright, that is an ectoplasm, and we got a critical on that one, so... If you get hit by them, they curse you, and pretty much that leaves you unable to attack with your standard weapon while you're under the effects of the curse. Now, I could take an uncurse, but I'm not going to right now. Instead, I'm just going to let it ride itself out. Not a big deal. If you ever need uncurses, all the hanging candles in the area with those ectoplasms, I think that's what the enemy is called, they all drop uncurses. Alright, so with the books are actually weak to swords, I believe. Whereas the ectoplasms are weaker to blunt weapons, like the punching weapon. I believe. Don't quote me on that. But we want to come up here first, because there is a couple of things up here. First off is the relic, the fairy scroll that tells us the name of everything. And also, those books over there, one of them has a chance to drop 1,000 money. So, if you're ever in the need for money, that's a great place to go. You know, try and get a nice little amount right there. Alright. I believe we can damage boost, not up there, but up here. And I'm gonna try it. But first, what I need is... Oh, I need to actually get these guys on the other side of me. Alright, perfect. Alright. I believe we can damage boost up here. Oh, shit. Maybe not. I take that back. I don't think you can. Doesn't matter. Keep going this way. Come this way. And we'll go into this room over here. Ignore those hearts. We are going to pick up that money, though, because we're going to need it. We're going to buy stuff. This is the Master Librarian.
Time, old one.
Oh, it's you, Master Alucard. What do you need?
I need your help.
Young Master, I cannot aid one who opposes the Master.
You won't go unrewarded.
Really? In that case, just tell me what you need.
So pretty much this guy is the shopkeep, and he is also really annoying because he has a sound clip for everything. But you can buy items from him, sell him gems, which are like the zircon and the aquamarine that we picked up. You can watch tactic videos, which cost money, which are not worth it. And pretty much it shows you easy ways to beat the bosses, but not worth it at all. You can look at the enemies you've encountered. You can check their stats, things that they drop. Again, not really worth it. Not really why you're here. Sound tests. You can listen to all the songs in the game. Most of the time, you're going to be selling gems. So we got 2 zircons that are going to sell.
I'm interested.
And then we're gonna go shopping for a little bit. And the first thing we're gonna buy is the Jewel of Open
Thank you.
to open up those blue doors. And then we're gonna take a little look through some of his stuff. See, just so we can see, we're gonna buy one library card, because essentially what that does, it'll like teleport us back here. It's very useful. We are not gonna really bother with any of these weapons. We don't really need them. We're gonna stick with the jewel sword for actually quite a while. What I do want to get, though, is the velvet hat. Because that's gonna... Actually, oh, we can't afford the circlet. I'm gonna go with the velvet hat over the leather hat, because while the leather hat will give us 1 defense point boost, the intelligence bonus from the velvet hat is far more worth it. Iron Cuirass, we're gonna ignore for now. We're fine with the bronze. It's only 1 point. Now, you can buy a castle map that will show you kind of the map of the castle. It won't have any of the secret areas revealed. It's like an incomplete map. If this is your first time playing this game, I recommend you buy it. It will help you out considerably, but I'm not going to buy it. And then you can also buy scrolls that will tell you the move inputs for certain things. Again, I'm not going to buy those. I'm just going to do them from memory. So yeah, we're going to leave. We'll come back here later. There's good equipment that he does sell that we can pick up once we have a lot of money. Alright, so now that we got that out of the way... Oh, you know what I want to show you? Let me jump over him. Let me get like a train of enemies following me. Show you Soul Steal. Because since we're kind of hurting on the health department here. Oh, let me actually pull it off first. Alright, Mr. Duran. There we go. So yeah, what Soul Steal does is pretty much any destroyable thing it'll siphon life from and heal you with. It's incredibly powerful. It's a good way to heal yourself. You know, when you're in a jam. I'll show you the move input for it. If you're going to do any spell in this game, like if you can only limit yourself to 1, it has to be Soul Steal. It's the only one really worth doing at the end of the day. Hellfire can be useful, but Soul Steal will really get you what you need. Also, let me equip my Velvet Hat. That'll boost the damage that we do with our sub-weapons, not really considerably, but enough to, you know, make me smile, make me happy at the end of the day. And I'm also coming over here because I want to see if I can... Oh, we don't have enough MP. Yeah, so they didn't drop the money this time. Oh well. So that's pretty much all our business in the library for now. There's a couple of places we can go. Things are gonna get a little non-linear. So I'm gonna show you pretty much the way I like to go through the game. It's not necessarily the way you have to go. Although there are obviously certain areas you can get, you know, you can't get to until you go to other areas. So there is somewhat of an order you have to do things in. We're gonna pick up some uncurses. Try not to get hit by the ectoplasms. Oh, we got cursed. There you go. Drop down over here. A little backdash. Oh yeah, that's right, we're cursed. Ah, we're too cursed. We can't do anything. There you go, here's another uncurse. Perfect. Keep on moseying on. Alright, so also, sometimes when you come here, the weather will change. I don't remember if it has any type of actual impact on the game. I think it's just like a cool little detail they put in. There's the skeleton ape. He throws a barrel, a little cute reference to Donkey Kong. Very cute. Take out that spear guard. I'm gonna go up first. There we go. He dropped nice 400. Alright, these guys, if you get shot by them, they really hurt. So what I like to do is I just like to do Soul Steal on them. Magic Missile. That's a usable item. We'll probably use some of those during some of the tougher boss fights later in the game. I recommend stockpiling them for right now because you don't really need them. Alright. Then we get this guy, the Sword Lord. He's kind of a joke if you have the jeweled knuckle equipped. You'll have also noticed probably that I just killed a yellow Medusa head. And when that hits you, what'll happen is you'll turn into stone. But the real reason we're here is actually to come back here and hit this. And you'll see that activated the elevator. So we can come back down over here. And it should come right up over here. We can actually go through the elevator. Come get this. You got the Soul of Wolf. What that'll do is you hit the right button, you turn into a wolf, you can turn back into a person. Very useful. Now, the wolf has... Right now, the wolf kind of sucks. He's got a very weak attack that's hard to land. You can do a run, but it's not the easiest thing to do. And it drains your MP while you're in wolf form. Let's see. Yeah, can't make that jump. So we gotta turn back. But we do want the wolf form right now because there's a little trick we can do. And it's not easy. And sometimes it works as intended. And basically what you do is you try to make that jump. You can't actually make that jump because you'll hit your head on the ceiling and you'll fall. There's not enough horizontal distance for you to properly clear it. But if you jump at the right time, turn back into the wolf, and don't get hit on the way, and then turn back into your normal self, you can actually kind of cheat that jump and actually make it and get what's in that jar early. Not that there's anything really good in the jar, it's just something fun. I actually don't even remember what's in it. So I'm going to keep trying to pull this one off. See how this goes. Nope. I didn't jump that time. Now you might say, well, Mitch, will the backdash trick work? No, it will not, because remember, it has to do with there's not enough vertical distance for you to reach your max jump height, so you aren't getting that full arc. So that's not going to really help you. Let's see. Come on. Alright, let's try. Alright, we might cut until I do it. We might make another cut here. Let's... Alright, come on. There we go. Oh, we almost had it. Oh, we were gonna make it that time. God damn it. So it turns out that I'm an idiot, and you can actually get a running jump with the wolf to get up there. That's embarrassing. Apologies to everybody who was groaning at me. So before we go through there, we're going to actually go up. Come over here. There's a save room that I want to activate. So yeah, you actually don't have to do the wolf trick there. Apparently you can get a running jump with the wolf. Oh, new sub-weapon. This is the Bible. This is actually a really good sub-weapon. I would say this is actually my third favorite it goes the axe, then the bouncy gem, then the Bible. I'm going to stick with the axe for now, though. But the Bible definitely has its uses. So if we go over here... Welcome to the clock tower. You can go up or down. We'll go up first. And that's the end of our time at the clock tower. Can't really go anywhere. But we can come down here and fight these skull lords for a bit of XP. So yeah, the clock tower, you actually cannot really access it until later. Give me a little soul steal action from him. That'll be useful. Which is also a little bit of a shame, because there's actually some good items here. And also, it has some fantastic music. Not that other areas in this game don't have fantastic music, but man, the clock tower music is probably one of my favorite tracks in this whole game. Alongside with the song Lost Painting, and also Dracula's Castle, which is the castle that you hear at the beginning of the game, not the prologue, the beginning of when you start playing as Alucard and you first go into Dracula's Castle. Hence the name. So yeah, if we drop back down, ignore that Medusa head. Go fight this Sword Lord for the XP, if I don't get beat up by everybody. There we go. Alright, we're going to come through this door now to introduce another new element to the game. And this keyhole thing is actually a portal. You go into it, press up to go into it, and it teleports you around the castle. It's a great way to take shortcuts. The first portal will always teleport you over here to a new one. After that, though, you have to find the rest before you can use them. But this takes us back over here, where we can go open up the way, get our heart max up. As you come out over here, you'll see that we're back over yonder. Do a little dark metamorphosis here. Get some health back. Oh. I thought... Oh, you know what? Maybe because I have the jeweled knuckle, he doesn't bleed on me. Yeah, you know what? I think so. What if I equip the Gladius? Will he bleed? I might need a slashing weapon to make him bleed. Or maybe you just can't kill them in one hit. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Alright, but... Doesn't matter. I can just go in the save room here anyway. Save the game. Might as well. No reason not to save the game, as I like to say. And now there's a couple of places we can go. The first of which would be to go back towards the alchemy lab. And remember that blue door? We're going to go open that door first, I think. Or you can go back to the other blue door that I had showed you in the marble gallery. But we're going to go this way first. Cool, we got a red rust. We already have that, but... You know what else I just realized? Remember there's the skeleton that first gave us the red rust, which was the, It was pretty much like those skeleton soldiers, but they only had... They were a different color. They were like brown. I think he only shows up once at that point. I don't remember ever seeing him again in the rest of the game. But also, like most things I say, I am probably very wrong. And you shouldn't take... You shouldn't take my word for that. So yeah, keep going this way. Kill this guy. Most of these enemies are a complete joke now that we got the jeweled knuckle. We're gonna one-shot all of them. It's nice. Drop down. Don't get poisoned by... Oh! Apologies. It's the only controller I'm working with. We gotta deal with it. We don't have an alternative. That's not the door. The door is up here. Keep going. Cool. We're here. Let's keep getting some hearts to fill us back up. Oh, I don't really want the holy water. Now, with Richter, the holy water is pretty good to use.
So, we meet again, Alucard.
It seems so.
As friendly as ever, I see. It's strange. This castle is different than I remember it.
This castle is a creature of chaos. It may take many incarnations.
So I can't trust my memories, huh? Oh well, I'll do my best. Good luck.
Oh, it's good luck to you too, Maria. So that's a little interesting piece of Castlevania lore, of why the castle is different in every game. I always thought it was kind of a cool idea that it's like a shape-shifting castle. But welcome to the Royal Chapel. And first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to save the game. Because why not? Oh, come on. I didn't even do anything that time. Hold on, let's make sure that's plugged in. Alright, I guess we just got to be careful with this wire. Now you might be like, well, why does Dracula, who's like this satanic demon monster vampire, have a chapel in his castle? And, you know, it actually kind of fits if you kind of know the historical Dracula, because the historical Dracula was actually a very devout Christian. In fact, he was part of a Christian knightly order that was called the Order of the Dragon. And they were essentially kind of like a crusading order. And their main job was defending Europe from Islamic invasions in the forms of, well, during his day it was the Ottoman Turks, which were the big major threat to Western Europe. So the Order of the Dragon was actually a crusading order. And the name Dracula actually comes from that. So, Vlad III Dracula, who is the historical figure that the character Dracula is based off of in both Bram Stoker's novel, Dracula, and also, obviously, in this game by extension of that, and pretty much anything that you see Dracula in. So the name Dracula, in Romanian, means son of the dragon. It actually has a double meaning, because dragon can also be translated as devil, so it can also mean son of the devil. But Dracula means son of the dragon. Vlad's father is known as Vlad II Dracul, and Dracul is not his last name. I forgot the actual name of their family. I'm going to sit here and talk for a second, because I want to talk about something else in the next room. So let me finish this story first. So, I forgot what their actual family tree name is, but Dracul is a title, and that means the dragon. And that's because he was one of the higher-ranking members in the Order of the Dragon, which was... Oh, come on. I'm not even doing anything. I'm telling a story. Which was the knightly order that Dracula's father was part of. So Dracula, the son of the dragon, is his last name as a title. Pretty much the son of his father, Vlad II. And the symbol for the Order of the Dragon was the Ouroboros, which is pretty much, it looks like a serpentine dragon, and it's biting its own tail in its mouth. It's a pretty common symbol in Eastern Europe during the Middle Ages and into the Renaissance. So, with that out of the way, let's come back into this room, kill this guy, get a cutlass, apparently, and I'm going to show you a little trick. So with this ball over here, if you hold down and crouch, and then hold the attack button, you'll see that we do damage to it. And we're going to just, you know, hold the attack button down until we kill this thing. Because this thing gives you an insane amount of experience. And we're going to do this a couple of times. This is the best way to level up right now in this game. So you'll see 464 to the next level. Let's kill this thing again, see how much XP it gives us. And one thing I should point out about XP is that as you gain levels, enemies will give you less and less XP too. So you can't do this from level 1 to level 99 without it taking like too much of your time too. So you can't continuously grind this guy until level 99, because eventually it's going to factor out to either you'll get 1 XP a kill or you'll get no XP a kill or something like that. So you see, he gave us a whopping 300 just like that. So let's go ahead, let's do it one more time just to get another level out of it, because right now we are level 14. I'd like to get to level 15. And I'm going to show you something else with this ball that is also pretty cool. There we go. Level up. Level 15. So let's go back in and out one last time. And this time we're not actually going to kill the ball. We're actually going to jump over this guy because he's easier to fight that way. Pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to jump over... Oops. And let's actually do a little soul steal here. And you'll see that we knocked this ball down. So let's jump over it. And then you can actually follow it down as it kills everything on the stairway for you. Again, just like a cool little detail that they put into this game that really makes it's part of the reason why this game is so memorable, because it's actually kind of a short game in the grand scheme of things, but there's so many secrets and so many little touches, and it's just great.